Hello guys, this is our online code compiler which supports around 6 plus programming languages including Java, C, C++, Python, PHP, etc. So we have a drop down over here on the top left of the screen, and you can select the any programming language from the drop down. So when you click on any programming language, you will get the boiler code printed for the same. So for this like example, I am using Python as my language. So to execute this program, we have a run button on the right hand side on the top of the screen, and when I click on the run button, you can see the output in the output window, and along with the output you can also see the total execution time which is printed over here. So if talking about our next, if you have to take input from the user, or like if you have input in your programming, then we have provided an input section over here. So from here you can provide the input in your programming language. So let's see that by an example. So I'm just taking in a variable a and just storing the input to it, and I'm just printing that variable again. So I'm just printing input is, and I'm just defining that variable. So when I click, I have to define that input variable over here. Let's say I provided Mohit, and when I click on the run button, so the output is like hello world and input is Mohit. So this was our variable. So if we have multiple inputs, so we will have to provide them in the multiple lines. Like on the next line, we will be providing next input. So let's see that also by an example. So I am just defining another variable b and taking the input, and I'm just printing the same. So just writing input 2 is and input 1 is, and I'm just changing variable a to b. So when I click on the run button, so you can see both are printed over here. So like talking about the another feature, so if you change your programming language, let's say I'm changing it to C, so the boilerplate of the C is automatically populated. And now if you toggle back to the previous language, that was Python, so the previous code is automatically saved, so you don't have to worry about the code previous code, and you don't have to save it anywhere else. We are doing that for you. And we also have provided a feature to change the theme of the language editor, so you can select any of the theme that you like. So we have multiple options like Eclipse, GitHub, to one more Tomorrow Night. So as of now I'm using Tomorrow Night as my default theme. We have also handled time limit exceeded exceptions and for you. So like if your code is having some infinite loops, or like some block of code is taking too long to execute, then we will handle that for you. Let's see that by an example. So I'm just writing a while loop which with a condition true, so this will always be true, and I'm just removing these inputs as these are of no use now, and I'm hitting the run button. So as you can see in the output window, the TLE, time limit exceeded error. So code is taking too long to execute. So this was all about the front end functionality that we are providing to you. Talking about the backend, every request is being executed in a separate environment, and shell commands are executed to compile your codes. The OS user, which is compiling your code, has the limited access, which is just sufficient to complete and compile the code. So that's all from our end. Thank you so much.